Peace, family. I hope you're enjoying this new moon energy. Cancer season, Cancer new moon. I'm going to do a little reading for us, tap in to see what some foundation information is, see what Spirit has in store for this energy, for this new moon with watery Cancer, tapping into the emotions, tapping into water manifesting, and all of the ways that we can bring about what it is that is meant for us. And we had our lunar node shift that happened as well, accompanying this new moon. So our lunar nodes are now North Node in Aries and South Node in Libra. So it's bringing in courage, it's bringing in confidence, it's bringing change, and tapping into the North Node helps us step outside of our boxes and get a little bit more comfortable with being uncomfortable so we can align with our true mission at this time in this life on this earth, why we are here again. So let's see what the cards have in store. A little quick read, see what comes through. Foundation information. Give thanks, Spirit. Give thanks to the Creator, to our ancestors, to the divine deities of all traditions in light and love, which you have us know as a collective, tapping into this new moon, tapping into the node shifts. We have growth. I want to expand my consciousness and my awareness. Exactly what we're talking about, tapping into North Node energy. South Node energy is really thinking about what we're used to. And then the North Node kind of pushes us outside of our boundaries and brings us into this alignment of growth, expansion. So let's see as we tap into Tarot. Pamela Coleman Smith, we speak your name. Give thanks for your guidance, for clarifying these energies in regards to growth and how this new moon and this lunar node shift is bringing us into the alignment of growth and expansion. Give thanks. Sheol. We've got all three cards in the sideways limbo position. As you know, I read upright, I read reversals, and I read the cards as they come out in this way. So we have the Ace of Pentacles bringing in infinite abundance for us, because that is absolutely what we are tapping into. But with the limbo position, we're struggling still with scarcity mindset. We're struggling still with feeling like, is this really possible? Especially when we think about the delusions of grandeur and the things that we're actually trying to manifest and how expansive they are, the growth in regards to just our alignment with manifesting something so much more. And I always say it is natural for me to give myself permission to receive all of the above and more, bring in the more. Because there is always going to be a limit to what it is that we actually can accept in some ways and what we're really ready to receive, because we don't think that it's really that possible. But when you look at the Ace of Pentacles, it's literally Spirit just handing it over to you, as long as you are in the receptive mode, as long as you are choosing truly to believe and receive. So this sideways position, this limbo position, is just letting us know how much growth is still required in order for us to actually break those barriers. Again, stepping outside of our comfort zones and getting into that alignment of more so that we can receive the more. We have to think and feel and be and speak the more in order for that to come through. So let's get this in the upright, because it is absolutely there for us. We've got the Justice card here, tapping into our alignment with Libra, our South Node energy. This sideways energy is so aligned with thinking about the South Node and how it's really about what we are used to, what we are comfortable with, and not things that challenge us. So with this sideways is us kind of wanting to stay in that comfort zone, staying in this alignment of what Libra is now trying to tell us to do in regards to stepping outside of our boxes. But with South Node energy being tapped into Libra, it is kind of making us feel like we want to just kind of stay in the comfort zone. So again, we want to bring an energy upright where we bring a little bit more alignment with balance that taps into the Justice, aligning with justice, with karma, and remembering that we reap what we sow, and that what it is that we put out is absolutely what we're going to get back. That is also in regards to the law of attraction and the law of assumption. So the energy that we're putting out is literally an order up to the universe. So if we're thinking and we're feeling and we're speaking and we're doing things that don't really align with what it is that we want to bring in, with stepping outside of the box, with achieving the more, with tapping into the growth, with being able to believe, to receive. That spirit is just like wants to hand us this bag, like got this bag for us, but we're just kind of like, And not only do we not really believe it 100%, but we're also allowing certain things and people and places and environments and energies and entities and expressions and emotions to take up the space of the more, of the growth, of the expansion that is still yet for us to receive, because we need to go into the more. We need to allow ourselves to be into that energy of more. And then here we are with the Eight of Cups, totally rounding it all out and confirming this energy, especially in the limbo position. There is so much we need to release. There is so much we need to walk away from so that we can get to the more. The more is on the other side of wherever this person, wherever you are supposed to be walking towards. That's where the more is. That's where the growth is. That's, again, when we say change and the growth and the potential is outside of our comfort zone. That is what this Eight of Cups lets us know. Tapping in particularly to the emotions, to this Cancer energy. And it is very easy for us to want to stay in the comfort zone, kind of stick with the devil we know, whether it's a relationship, again, or an energy, an entity, a place, whatever it may be. But if we know that we're in something and this ain't it, you got to walk away. This limbo energy is that we're 1 foot in and 1 foot out, because we're seeing the red flags. We're feeling the scarcity mindset. We know that we can't keep doing the same thing and expecting different results, just like the definition of insanity. But yet we find ourselves not really sure how we want to go about it. So this is an alignment of really thinking about the more is on the other side of the door, and we need to open it. And in order for us to actually get to the door, to get to the portal, we're just tapping in still with our 777 energy on the 7th, on the 16th, and still yet to come on the 25th, tapping into those sevens. We have to decide that we are going to walk through that portal, especially because we don't know what's on the other side. This North Node, South Node lunar shift that's happening brings in an alignment with courage. And being courageous is going towards something that makes you fearful, that is scary, and for you to decide, I'm going to do it anyway, to tap into the will and say, I believe that I'm going to be okay, and having the confidence to bring in that kind of change. And yes, it is scary. And yes, it is something that's making us kind of just really feel very, again, tapping into the emotions. But the number 8 brings in our infinite abundance. So when we take that risk, when we take that leap, when we decide to walk away, to leave behind something that is no longer serving or that is stagnating our energy, it is absolutely going to reward us once we get to the other side. That is what is going to bring in this growth potential for us. Give thanks, Spirit, give thanks. What's my time? 8 minutes. We'll see that. Bringing in the 8s again. Say word. Tapping into Lenormand. We got the whip and we have the fish. So here we are tapping into how we are self-sabotaging, how we are punishing ourselves, how we are allowing ourselves to stay in something that we know is hurtful, harmful, whether it's an energy, an environment, an entity, an emotion, whether it's internal, whether it's external. When it feels good, it's good. When it feels bad, it's bad. And it is, fortunately and unfortunately, that simple. So whenever you feel this energy of whether you are putting a whip on yourself or feeling like you're receiving that or accepting that from somebody else, that's exactly the energy that we need to walk away from. And that is what is going to bring us into the 8 energy of this tapping in right here, infinite abundance, tapping into our double fish, tapping into Cancer alignment. When we look at what those 69, right, those 6s look like, it looks like that alignment of the fish, right? We have Pisces, that is the fish, but when you look at those, that symbol itself, it really gives us that energy of the fish in motion. So there's no accident for us to get this energy here and to get this guidance in regards to what it is that we need to put to rest, what it is that we need to walk away from. And if it's just about us putting our own whip down and saying, I'm not going to do this, I'm not going to choose this anymore, because I know that I deserve more, I know that I am more. And the more is what is tapping into this fish alignment. It also brings in fertility. And whether it's bringing in an actual baby, whatever it is that you're choosing to birth, it doesn't have to be an actual baby. It can be a project, it can be an endeavor. It could just be a whole new thought process, a whole new mental construct that is going to lead you to this alignment of growth, that's going to lead you to the infinite abundance that is in store for you. And that's going to make you feel like karma has been served, right? That justice has been served and that you're actually getting what it is that you deserve. But if you don't really believe that you deserve it, which is what this whip energy is kind of bringing in, then you're not going to be able to reach it. You're not going to be able to, again, walk through that door and get to the other side of that portal. So put the whip down or tap into your will to get that whip from whoever it is that you feel is putting that on you, and move forward into what is in store for you. Walk away from what doesn't serve so that you can get into this change. We tap into this solar lunar alignment here as well when we talk about our south and north node, and also eclipse energy when we think about the mega change that comes in and that brings in for us. So there is immense change, incredible growth, justice and karma, and all kinds of amazingness in store for us. So I'm going to tap in for one final card before we go, to tap it all off with numerology. Give thanks, Spirit. And our final message is creativity. Tap into what it is that you are meant to be doing. What is it that makes you lose track of time when you are doing it? What makes you feel like you are in the alignment of creatrix, creator energy? That's what we're talking about with the fish and fertility, and what you're birthing and what it is that you're investing in, what is going to bring you this alignment of infinite abundance, because we deserve to be compensated for the things that we create, because you are here doing what you are doing, and there is absolutely nobody else on this planet that ever was or ever will be that can do what you are here to do. That is this purposeful work. That is what we're tapping into. And when we align with an energy of growth, and when we again shift a little bit more into the North Node energy, so find out what your North Node is so that you can find out exactly how you are supposed to be challenging yourself. What is it that you're supposed to be challenging in regards to what it is that you're here to create, what you're here to innovate. And that is going to bring you immense wealth and abundance of all kinds, not just the shmoney. Talking about love, we're talking about perfect health, we're talking about protection, ancestral alignment, intervention, all of that. It is time. We are in a spiritual war. For those who know. And that's really who I do this stuff for. Because if you don't know, you don't know. I can't. You know what I'm saying? So that's what's up. Little new moon and lunar node shift message for you all. I hope it resonates, and hit me up if you need anything. I am doing readings one-on-one. I'm doing remote readings as well. So I will probably post a few of those details and stuff up after this. And hit me up, and I got you. Choose you, ultimately. Love you, first and foremost. And create. That Spirit wants us to know. Just create and innovate. And it is all going to come through for you. Ashe. Until the next time, lest we forget, time to get back to natural. Peace.